All right. To create any animation or any rendering, first we need a camera. We want a camera which is facing, has like a straight angle at the beginning. So let's go into the front view by pressing 1 and click on Shift A, camera, right? And now the camera is straight. I think the projection camera already has like a good location. Let's just push it in the Y direction, like this. 0 is the shortcut to go into the view of the camera. And as you can see, the surrounding area is still visible. Under the camera button, you can go into viewport display and higher the value, and the surrounding gonna turn black. I think that's like way better for me to navigate. Under the output property, you can set your resolution, which has a direct impact on the shape of the camera. I have 1080 to 1920, which is like the vertical 16 to 9 or 9 to 16 format for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reel, or TikTok videos. If you want to control the camera in your viewport, you should click on Lock Camera to View. I have it in my quick favorites, but if you don't have it, just press Function F3, search for it, Lock Camera to View, and then you can control the camera in the viewport. The camera movement is very simple. Just a zoom in from far away to close, and a light rotation from right to left. So we only have 2 keys in total. To insert any key, just press the shortcut I, and in our case, we just choose location and rotation because we want to have the key for these 2 channels. The animation for the spaceship also has only 2 keys. The starting position already looks good for me, and I just needed to set a key for the last frame. Same principle, just take the spaceship down to the desired landing position. Maybe not just, pull it down in the Z-axis, also rotate it a little bit to make it look more natural. And yeah, press shortcut I as usual to set a key on rotation and position channels. If you can see close enough, you can already see that the projection is not big enough. It's leaving 3 borders in the camera view. By solving this problem, you can just push the projector to the back so that the projection gets bigger. Last step in Blender is to add and animate the legs. I purchased these Kitbash pieces ages ago. Whether you make it on your own or you just download assets from the internet, that's up to you. Keep in mind that the audience will barely see the legs in detail, so I recommend not to waste too much time on it. Take note that the orange point, which is the origin, should be at the joint of your mechanic because you are only animating an easy rotation movement. To move the origin, simply tap the tab key and go into the edit mode, and then you can move the mesh. The origin stays in its own place, and once you tap again and go into the object mode, the origin now is in the middle of this arm. Besides from setting up the origin, I think it's important to understand parenting. Parenting means that there's a hierarchy in the movement of the object. In our case, the bigger arm is the parent and the smaller one is the child. If you move the bigger arm, the smaller arm also moves at the same time. To parent, first click on the child and then on the parent, right click and then parent and then object. Let's start to animate our legs. Let's first insert a key on the rotation layer. And let's go maybe to 60 and do our next movement. It's more like this. Press I again to insert a key in the rotation layer. And go to our next frame, frame 60, and insert a key on the rotation channel by pressing I and then rotation. And the final movement gonna be like maybe this. Also I and then rotation. And this is the way to create the animation of the arm. With the finished animated arm, put it in the right position and use the mirror modifier. And don't forget to select the mirror object, which is a spaceship. And now you have the same animation on the other side, which is very practical. For the legs in the back, I guess I don't need to show you everything how to do it. It's the same, just on the opposite. We have 4 legs ready, so let's parent all the legs one last time to the main body, which already has an animation. The animation looks good for me. Join me in the next lesson where we will add some more post effects like rain, wind, and fog to give our shot the finishing touch. You can support me by hitting the like and subscribe button and hope to see you next time. Ciao!